Hi Leo, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of December. It's amazing to me that I'm actually doing this report given the year we've had, but I'm going to dive right in because there's a lot of information to deliver in this one. So we end the month of November with a lunar eclipse on November 30th that takes place at 8 degrees and 38 minutes of Gemini. And eclipses are eclipse season, which we're in the month of December as well. It's a time of heightened energy. It can have a sense of urgency and pressure, a lot of rapid change, major beginnings and major endings. But eclipses can also be very revelatory and uncover hidden information and make us see things in a way that we've never seen before. And in Gemini, which is ruled by the planet Mercury, we can expect a lot of information to be uncovered, even more so. And for you, it's falling in your house of friends and community and networking, and perhaps with a lunar eclipse, it's a full moon eclipse, brings completion to things. Maybe it's bringing completion to something you've been partnering with friends. Maybe you've been networking to find a job or to promote yourself, and that brings fruition to that endeavor. But with eclipses, expect the unexpected. They're very erratic and a lot going on, and there could be issues with friends, and you are about to embark on a major relationship cycle that I'll get into in a little bit. So that's the tone. And Neptune will have just stationed direct on November 28th at 18 degrees of Pisces in your house of healing and loss and transformation and joint resources. So a lot of healing work with that too. And feeling the emotions, because Neptune is very sensitive and it brings a foggy energy, and that fog is being lifted as we get into December. But a lot of Neptune influences too for all of us. And I think that in this year of Capricorn, where we've been dealing with so much reality and restrictions, we need to feel the loss. We need to rest and sleep. And I think that's part of this, because it has been a very difficult time. So on December 1st, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, exits the sign of Scorpio, where it's been for the majority of the fall, in your house of home and family and emotional foundation. And then it enters the sign of Sagittarius in your house of romance and love affairs and creativity, where it'll be transiting until December 20th. And that's nice energy for if you're single, for perhaps dating or meeting somebody, or if you're in a relationship, it's good for the balance and harmony in that partnership and having some fun. And it's also very good creative energy, and you're a very creative fire sign. And then on the 5th of December, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty, transiting in Scorpio in your house of home and emotional security. Forms a beautiful trine to Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune's transiting in your house of transformation. That's a really beautiful cycle for doing manifesting work. Again, all of us have been dealing with some sort of sadness or loss in some way, no matter what. This year has brought tremendous endings, with Saturn and Pluto meeting up at the world axis. And so this is a good energy for doing some healing work, and also maybe hopefully repairing your finances if that's something that you're trying to do. And then on the 9th of December, the sun in Sagittarius forms a square to Neptune in Pisces. That can be depleting and enervating. The sun's transiting in your house of romance. Maybe there's miscommunication a little bit. People could feel tired. It's good manifesting work. That's the thing with Neptune, is it rules the imagination. To really manifest, we need to believe it's true. So try to use it in that way, and to be creative, because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's highly creative. And then on the 13th of December, The day before the total solar eclipse, Mercury in Sagittarius, in your house of love affairs and creativity, forms a square to Neptune. Now, that can be an aspect of depression or miscommunication, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Again, manifest, journal, say affirmations, and use it in that way. It's the day before the total solar eclipse that takes place on December 14th at 11:17 a.m. at 23 degrees and 8 minutes of the mutable fire sign of Sagittarius in your house of romance and creativity. This is awesome. This is a lot of fun. It's ruled by Jupiter, the grand benefic. Eclipses are unpredictable, and this is a south node eclipse, which means there will be release in this eclipse because Mercury in Sag is conjunct the south node. There's a release in that sense. Neptune is squaring the eclipse and squaring Mercury within a degree. More information gets uncovered, dissolving things that need to be released. But there's a very manifesting energy of this new moon eclipse. Venus, which is the other benefic of the zodiac, is in Scorpio. It sextiles Jupiter in the sky that day. That's helpful. The two benefics in harmony. Mercury in Sagittarius forms a beautiful trine to Mars in Aries, in your house of higher learning and manifesting. That's where Mercury is transiting. So Mars is transiting rather. So that's helpful energy, that you can feel the courage and energy to manifest. Set intentions. Do the law of abundance. Say out loud what you want, what makes your heart happy, because this is a very good new moon eclipse. Again, there will be, things getting uncovered. There's a lot of emotional energy because Neptune is so prevalent in December, but I like that new moon eclipse. Target that one. On the following day, on December 15th, Venus in Scorpio, in your house of home and family, forms a helpful aspect to Saturn in Capricorn, in your house of work and daily routine. And that's good for structuring what you're trying to create. And the whole Capricorn tale for you really has been about your work and habits and daily routine and how you can up-level them. Certain habits maybe you need to release and purge, and what you're trying to work and create and achieve in your life. Doing a lot of hard work this year, but you've been doing it. You've been doing the work. So then we have on the 15th, Venus exits the sign of Scorpio and enters the sign of Sagittarius, where it will be transiting until January 8th in your house of love affairs and creativity. Great for creative projects, great for having a little bit of joy in a difficult time, great for having some love. The 5th house is the Leo house in astrology. It rules the heart chakra, so that's great news for you. Again, a lot of focus around relationships, I feel. And then we have on the 15th, Chiron, the wounded healer, stations direct at 5 degrees of Aries in your house of manifesting and higher learning. And that's also positive energy for all of us, in the sense that Mars was retrograde for a few months from September 9th until November 13th in your house of manifesting and teaching and learning, and maybe that's something where you're getting more involved in, and that's been a big focus. But also with Chiron in Aries, there's issues around wounds around identity, and hopefully doing some manifesting work to help you to reconcile that. We all feel that in some way. And then on the 16th or the 17th of December, depending on where you live, we have big news. Saturn exits Capricorn. We're done with the Capricorn story. Saturn enters the fixed air sign of Aquarius on December 16th at 9:04 p.m. Pacific time, or on December 17th at 12:04 a.m. Eastern time, depending on where you live, obviously other time zones as well. So acclimate that to where you live. But this is a big deal, and this is where, we're headed towards the age of Aquarius. We've been doing the work under all these limitations. And for you, Saturn is exiting your house of work and entering your house of partnerships. And that's going to be a big focus for you the next couple of years, because Saturn will be transiting there until March of 2023. So partnering in romantic relationships, professional relationships, and partnering with self. Big focus. And then on the 19th of December, Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet, enters the sign of Aquarius, where it'll be transiting on and off until December 29th of 2021. So you have Saturn and Jupiter transiting in your house of relationships. Huge focus. This is going to bring a lot of opportunities for meeting people in so many different facets of your life, romantically, professionally, on a personal level, acquaintances. It's a really great time for bringing a lot of opportunities. And I think Aquarius is so much about community and humanitarianism and connection, and also its brilliance in technology. So it's going to be a technological revolution, and for you, it's going to bring ample opportunities to partner any way you want to. The sky's the limit, I feel. Infinite possibilities with Aquarius. So that's very exciting. And on December 20th, Mercury exits the sign of Capricorn, or Sagittarius rather, and enters the sign of Capricorn, which is your house of work and daily routine, and it'll be there until January 8th. And that's just, getting prepared for the new year ahead, and doing your work. And then on the 21st of December, we have the winter solstice. The sun stops still in the sky for a few days, and we reflect on what we want, what the year has been. It's been a very tough year, and what we want the next year to be. And the sun enters the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn, but we're no longer in the age of Capricorn. And then later that day, Saturn and Jupiter pair together, meet up at 1:21 p.m. Eastern time at 0 degrees and 29 minutes of Aquarius. And this is the age of Aquarius. And this pairing occurs in your house of partnerships. And so really figuring out what relationships do work in your life. There will be some that you either are going to be eliminating or perhaps setting more boundaries, and definitely ones you'll be committing much further to in many areas, as I mentioned. And this Saturn is the structure and Jupiter is the vision. What do you want to structure? What vision in the next few years? Very exciting. And then we have on the 24th of December, Mercury in Capricorn forms a beautiful trine to Uranus in Taurus, and that's good for energy for innovation and good for intellectual projects and just really good creative and innovative energy. On the 25th and 26th of December, the sun in Capricorn squares Chiron, the wounded healer. And that is, tough for all of us. We're reconciling the fact that, this year we've had. And at the holiday time, at the end of the year, obviously there's a lot to mourn. And then on the 27th of December, the sun in Capricorn in your house of work makes a beautiful trine to Uranus, which is transiting in your house of career, and it has been on and off since May of 2018, and that could bring unexpected work opportunities, and that can be very innovative as well. On the 29th of December, we have a full moon that takes place at 8 degrees and 53 minutes of Cancer in your 12th house of the subconscious mind and the house of endings. and there's a release to that after this very challenging year. The moon is in the sign that it rules, and you know, it's a full moon right before the end of the year, and we were having eclipses in the Capricorn Cancer axis the last couple of years, so it's kind of fitting that the final full moon is in Cancer. No more eclipses in either Capricorn or Cancer. And then the last day of the year, on New Year's Eve, I was going to say Halloween, New Year's Eve, the moon is in Leo, in your sign, and the last aspect it makes is it trines Chiron, the wounded healer. And I really like that because I feel that this a message to all of us that the age of Aquarius, there's going to be a lot of healing, and to open up your heart, because Leo rules the heart chakra. So I wish you a lot of luck, and good luck, Leo. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.